So do you think the Watergate Hotel in Washington, D.C. gets any money from all of these political scandals? You know why?
Yeah,
because
why
everything is...
Gate?
Why? They started it all. They just happen
Watergate?
to be... Well, yeah, you got Bridgegate.
Bridgegate. Was there a Blowgate
Maybe.
with Clinton?
Wait, what's Monica's number? We can give her a call and ask her.
Monica.
Yeah, you like her. I know.
I
You're
like her.
you're a closet Monica lover.
I know I was out of the closet with Monica.
Yeah, well...
Not right out of the closet.
Not out of the closet, but yeah. But they have to name.
Why
do they have to name? Well, why do they have to name all the political scandals?
Is it like something like, okay, water, gate, close the door. Bridge, gate, close the door.
No. What is Watergate anyway? Who named that hotel? First of all, that was probably like a glamorous hotel.
Was it Nixon?
No, but
Nixon?
Well, Nixon doesn't have any idea what you were talking about, and he's got 18 minutes of blank tape to prove it too. We're going way back. We're going way back.
The erase button.
Yeah.
The tape recorder.
They had the two reels going.
Yeah. Play and record.
Yeah, hit
at
record
the same
play
time.
and record. Ryan, you had no idea about that, do you?
A little bit.
Just a yeah. Well, yours technically sound, but yeah. Remember those days? And
Yeah.
if you didn't hit the right one, you thought you were recording something.
Damn it.
Yeah, you missed it. You know, but
It's like when you're sleeping at night, you want to make like a tape from like all your favorite songs and
remember,
sitting.
I love the way
Listen to the radio.
I love the way we transition our conversations. Remember the transistor radio, the black radio,
yeah.
had the dial on the top.
Oh yeah, you went like
and
this.
and you had the microphone that
And you
plugged.
used to listen like this.
Yes.
Because the speakers.
Well, I also used to tape it to my bicycle, but you didn't ride a bicycle. That's
No, we have to go down that road.
Yeah, we do.
I am child traumatized. I never learned how to ride a
You
bike.
never rode a bicycle.
Never rode a bike. Wasn't allowed to.
Now, what'd you do? Did you have friends that had bicycles?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Run alongside of them? I mean, what the?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So you were the best shape out of all your friends. Because
No, I wasn't actually. I was a fat fuck. To be honest with you.
no bicycle.
Too much pasta.
Oh man.
No, I never learned how to ride a bike.
Oh man, we used to take our bikes apart.
There's Bike Gate.
Bike day, yeah. Oh my god. Well, I was a suburban kid, but because we needed.
Well, I was suburbia too. Well, nah, I'm more city than you, but.
But no bicycle. Oh, that's sad.
No, not really.
But
Not really.
But why do these political things? Listen, everybody's gonna take a hit. Christie's done. 2016. Sorry, Chris. You had
No,
your shot.
I think
I'll vote for him. He's gonna run for it.
He's gonna win. He's gonna win.
but what about-
this is a big hit in his gut.
Yeah, and you know what? And he'll be able to take it. And like we were saying
Yeah.
before, unless they can prove otherwise, he had no knowledge of this.
I'll tell you this: don't piss him off now.
No.
You better cross your I's and T's and dots. And
But you know what's funny though?
triple time.
I'm on Facebook. I'm looking at people posting the stuff about him. They call him the fat bastard, the fat this.
Fuck these people on
but you
Facebook,
know who's
though,
doing
seriously.
it? It's all the people I know that are like cops, teachers. They hate this guy. You know, and listen, I know what he did with the pensions and the medical. I get it. I understand it. But so you just want to put somebody in there that's just going to continue on and just further deteriorate the economy of New Jersey. So, and that's the problem. Some people will not take the hit. And I've always said, are you a Jersey resident first, or are you first? Because it sometimes it goes hand in hand. You want this, but you don't want to do this to get this. So you want lower taxes. Now that's a problem. The property taxes. We all live in Jersey.
Yeah.
What's this? The highest property taxes in the country, I think. Next to Connecticut or something like that. Whatever.
It sucks.
And that's okay.
We're gonna pay to close the bridge.
Yes. Well, maybe they saved a little bit of money that way. There's maybe people just.
Well, somebody had to put the cones out.
Maybe they paid overtime for that. Oh boy, that's really
Oh.
bad. That's really bad. But no, what I don't know.
It's not his. You know what? I'm sorry. I've managed people my whole life. It's not
You
his
can't-
fault. You can't micromanage.
You can't micromanage. I was just
the
gonna say
state.
no.
You can't.
Now you can micromanage
So
departments.
Chris, I'm on your side.
I'm on his side too. Unfortunately, but when you are the boss, unfortunately,
Oh, yeah.
it falls upon your shoulders.
Shit rolls uphill.
It really does. You know. But getting back to what I was saying about the taxes, why can't the property taxes be the same everywhere in the state? Why do the people? And listen, I'm not trying to defend the rich people. Shouldn't the rich people pay a little? If they have the same size property as I do down here,
Okay.
but their house is enormous, why do they have to pay that much more taxes than I do? And then by the same token, why does the guy in the trailer park that owns his little piece of land, why does he got to pay? I mean, it's just ridiculous. In our town, we both live in this town of Toms River. It's split. You live in the north end of town. You probably pay more than twice of what I pay in taxes.
I'm paying about $7,000.
I pay like $4,000 a year. maybe a little bit more. But why? We live in the same zip code, same school systems, same roads. What
I'm
determines?
actually in a different zip code than you.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. You know, for the most part,
Not that it means anything.
there's like 12. It's like 12 or 14 zip codes in Tom's River. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
depends.
But what determines? I mean, not to get too technical here. What determines whether that's more taxes than this? I don't understand. You're in one town. Why does one town have to pay higher taxes than another town? I don't know. Is there a formula? What is it? What does it mean?
I guess people up in Bergen County who are living in their mansions, or
Is it proximity to?
Bedminster, or
Is it proximity to the cities? Do they pay
no?
more?
I think
is
it's
it proximity?
I think
What
it's
is it?
because they can.
And you know what the problem is? You know why property taxes will never be reduced? Those budgets have been done for hundreds of years,
Right.
or decades, or whatever.
Right.
And can you imagine? We'll use Bedminster for example. I don't know anything about the political climate in Bedminster.
Oh,
But can you imagine if they said, you know what, we're going to locally reduce all our property taxes in half? There'll be nobody
In Bedminster?
There'll be nobody running the government because there'll be nobody to employ. Where
There's
does the
nobody
money
really
go?
living in Bedminster besides the well-to-do anyway. I mean, if they have a mayor, that's about it.
Okay,
I mean,
but for example, say Joe Smith on Oak Lane in Bedminster pays $50,000 a year in taxes.
right.
That's 50. And now you multiply that out by 20,000 residents. Where does that money go? Where does that money go? Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not. We're not a political show here.
No, not by any
by
means.
any stretch. But we are residents and we pay our share of taxes. It just makes me wonder. You know, and that's why they move south.
Well, because the problem is there's a deficit, and just like you and I, we owe money, and we have fallen behind in bad times. So has the state, and they're just trying to catch up. But the problem is
They're never going to catch up.
They're never going to catch
They're
up.
never going to catch up. No.
I always said a simple solution, and it's going into my little world, is the New Jersey State Beverage Association should put out a beer wine license.
Okay.
Not a full liquor license, a beer and wine license, any BYOB. If you want to buy this license, it's $50,000. You own it for your life.
Okay.
You know how many BYOB establishments there are in New Jersey?
Too many to count.
I'm going to say well over 10,000.
It would have to be.
Could you imagine $50,000 times 10,000?
So you, as a business owner of a BYOB,
I would buy a
you
beer
would buy
wine
you would buy
license.
one.
I would buy
you'd
a
have,
beer
you'd have no
in
problem
a
doing it.
heartbeat. I would buy a beer wine license.
And you would make it transferable.
Yes.
So if somebody came in and bought your business, that license would
Yes.
just transfer over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do
So it'd
you
be like
realize-
it'd be like a one-time fee for that location for
location.
anybody. Okay. I could live
just
with
like
that.
any liquor license, but liquor licenses people
It's a little
own.
different.
Yeah.
And those
But-
prices are different from town to town.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
So now, if you take a beer wine license for $50,000 and you offer to anybody who has a BYOB in New Jersey,
Right.
do you not think that's going to make a hit and help your budget out?
Well, where would you distribute that money to?
Pay the bills. Pay New Jersey bills.
But you
New
would
Jersey
make
owes
it would
X
be
amount of dollars.
It'd be a state license, so the township of Point Pleasant or the borough of Point Pleasant would have to get a piece of that.
No, I say go to the state.
It goes right to the state.
Go right to the state, and you pay your bills.
The problem with that is it would be required to have that license.
Make sure Bridget doesn't get it.
No.
Bridget doesn't see that email.
No.
No, it goes straight to Chris.
Right to Chris. So
I mean,
you're
how many millions is that?
So Joe's Pizzeria can never let anybody bring in beer then if he decides not to buy the license. How do you regulate that? How do you monitor that?
If you're a BYOB and you own a beer wine license,
Well, you know this better than I do. Do you have to declare yourself a BYOB, or can anybody bring beer into like a pizzeria or a restaurant? How does that work?
you have to be zoned for it. You have to be zoned for it, which is there's no fee
It's
to
a
me.
clerical thing, probably.
Yeah,
right?
it's a clerical thing. I mean, you just have to make sure you have insurance.
So if I want to
for
go get a piece of pizza down the road, I could bring a beer. I mean, I'm just saying.
it. If he's zoned for it,
What if?
he
How
may
do,
not be
and how do
zoned.
we know? He'll have to say something.
yeah, the owner's responsible for that.
All right.
But in a situation like that, if you own a beer wine license, hey, listen, sorry, you can't bring your own beer and wine anymore. You know, would I take a hit? Maybe I would. But again, $50,000, you're not going to have to charge $8 a beer. You could charge a decent price for a beer, $4 a beer.
So you're saying that those prices, those licenses would translate down to lower prices retail wise?
Sure, $50,000.
If they so
one-time
choose.
license.
If they so choose.
If they choose, yeah,
If they
I'm
choose.
sure there's gonna be some people charging $9 for
Now, do
Budweiser.
you think that would come with some baggage from the large beer companies, the Anheuser-Busch's
you
and
know
stuff
what?
like
I
that?
just
How would
think
that work?
That is going to stimulate the economy in New Jersey. Because now
So
the
you're-
beer people are going to be happy. The wine people are going to be happy.
Because you think people would be more apt to bring stuff out.
No, I'll be buying beer. Now,
Oh,
you gotta
so you,
realize-
I misunderstood. So,
So
this,
you're gonna-
you'll be allowed to sell the beer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm not too
Right.
bright.
Did you not understand that?
I got it.
Fuck you, Ryan. All right, no, I get it.
No, so
you have like
I'm-
cases of beer in the back.
I have cases of beer in the back. I have wine. I'd be
Oh,
selling
okay.
it.
Good
All the
wine.
wine. Well, it depends.
Okay, you have the boxed wine for the
No,
the
no boxed wine.
for the bachelorette parties.
No boxed wine. Sorry. No boxed wine. You cook with boxed wine. You don't
Don't
drink
give your
boxed wine.
secrets away.
No, I actually don't even cook with boxed wine. I cook with, whatever wine's left over. People leave bottles of wine here.
Okay, I get that. Okay, so now this would be a big deal. Yes, so I would see the reduction in prices, and you
Right.
would right. Gotcha.
So now I'm going to be selling beer. I'm going to be selling wine. The wineries will be happy. The beer distributors will be happy. Some of the liquor companies who carry wine will be happy. That's going to stimulate everything.
Right.
You know, that's
Now,
a lot of
that would
increase.
also bring it to the. Now, what's that going to do to the liquor stores? Because Jersey is very unique. Because you go anywhere else in the country, you can go to the pharmacy. You can go get Band-Aids, your prescription, and a case of beer.
Okay.
What's that going to do to the local liquor store establishment?
There's still going to be people that are going to go out and buy their own bottle of wine and take home.
But you know
not
what I'm saying. It may take a little hit. Those people will be the ones that may cry and moan a little bit about that. But if they see the big picture, maybe they'll understand it. But they may
Well,
not. They're
put it this
only
way.
going to see
If-
what's in for them.
If Corona is going to pump out, for instance, 200,000 cases as compared to 100,000 cases, is that Corona price going to drop a little bit?
By the way, our viewers have heard it here first. I've never heard this proposal anytime, anywhere.
Beer wine license.
Beer wine license.
I'm a genius
Beer wine license.
in my own mind.
Beer wine license.